In the time of the Prophet ﷺ, there was a Sahabi called Sa'd al-Aswad al-Sulami radiyallahu anhu, and he came to the Prophet ﷺ and he said, "O Messenger of Allah, will I also enter into Jannah?" And the Prophet ﷺ said, "Of course you will enter into Jannah if you're a believer." He said, "But me, I'm regarded as low amongst the believers." He said, "O Sa'd, for you is the same reward as everybody else." And then the Sa'd radiyallahu anhu said, "Why will nobody give me their daughter to marry?" And the Prophet ﷺ said, "Go to, it's Ibn Wahab here." And Ibn Wahab was one of the leaders of Medina. He was one of the leaders of Medina. And his daughter was known for her beauty. And he said, "Is Ibn Wahab here?" And Ibn Wahab had just embraced Islam. And they said, "He's home, O Messenger of Allah." And the Prophet ﷺ said, "O Sa'd, go home and tell Ibn Wahab that I have sent you to request his daughter's hand in marriage." And Sa'd went home to the house of Ibn Wahab. He was elated. He knocked on the door. And Ibn Wahab opened the door. And Sa'd radiyallahu anhu said, "The Messenger of Allah sent me to request your daughter's hand in marriage." And Ibn Wahab said, "You, my daughter? Don't you know my daughter? She's known for her beauty in Medina." And he said, "On your bike, go on." And when Sa'd was walking away, his daughter heard this. And she said, "Oh my father, wait. This is a request of the Messenger of Allah. Where will we be if we turn down a request of the Messenger of Allah? You know, where will we be? Where will we be when we turn away from the concerns of the Prophet ﷺ? I'll tell you where we will be. We will be where we are. We will be where we are." And she said, "Where will we be if we turn away from the request of the Prophet ﷺ?" And then she turned to Sa'd and she said, "Sa'd, go to the Messenger of Allah and tell him I'm ready to marry you." And Sa'd went to the Messenger of Allah and he was elated. And the Prophet ﷺ did the nikah on 400 dirhams. And Sa'd radiyallahu anhu said, "400 dirhams? Oh Messenger of Allah, I've never seen 400 dirhams." And the Messenger of Allah said, "Go to Ali Abdul Rahman ibn Auf and Uthman and tell each one of them to give you 200 dirhams each." And he went to him and they gave him 200 dirhams plus. And he's going to his wife and he thought, "Let me go to the marketplace and buy some presents for my wife, for my new beautiful wife." And he's in the marketplace and then all of a sudden he hears a call, "Ya khayl Allahi irkabi, Ya khayl Allahi irkabi, bil jannati abshiri." The call of jihad came. And the narration mentioned that Sa'd stood wherever he was and he looked into the heavens and he said, "Oh Allah, I will buy with this wealth something which is pleasing unto thee." And he bought a horse and he bought a sword. And he went into the battlefield and he covered his face because he knew if the Messenger of Allah saw him, he would send him back. He would say, "Sa'd,